Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And today we're gonna start building our first steel mill. Well, it's not really a first one, but it's actually the normal one we're gonna have. We're gonna focus on this now, and I'm gonna start it as soon as possible. All the rules are out of the door. Oh, there's no more rules. So I will explain why I decided to go with this. We're gonna go and put this steel mill in production as we can. We'll see how much it's gonna be producing. It's gonna be couple of things led me to this decision. First of all, yes, we have some supplies, especially iron, which is gonna be the most important one here. We have much less coal to spare, though. On the other hand, but this will definitely speed up our independence of imports. Also, I'm not really sure about electricity production, Mr. Joshua. Yeah, I believe Mr. Joshua. He was one pushing. When you're gonna start steel? When you're gonna start steel? Yes. We're gonna start soon, but this is also a way to show that we're not ready for steel production. There are two ways how you can look at it. What do you want to do? We can have a steel mill and supply it with, let's say, 10% of capacity, but then again, it's gonna be 10% capacity because I don't believe we have more than those resources, especially coal, which is charcoal kilns, anybody? And the second one being electricity, which might put a pressure on our electricity grid. Everything else concerning this will probably be ready in time for this. So, for example, railroad infrastructure that needs to be built, because this is going to require a lot of resources to build 2,200 tons of steel. So this is going to take maybe even years to build. So we're going to start on this right away. In the meantime, we're going to build some other infrastructure like imports of our raw resources, some raw resources like, for example, coal, for example, just in case. We might never import coal. Depends on how fast our coal develops or how much coal we're going to be able to get from our current production and this kind of stuff. We might not import coal at all. We can just redirect train or any other. Actually, train is going to be something that we're going to be working on. Coal train as well. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so right. So what we need to start here is going to be our steel mill. So steel mill is going to have, let's see, where is the road access? It's on this side. Okay, that's let's not call it a wrong side, but there's what now in a way? Building. Okay, that's fine. That's nice. Really cute. Right, so that would be something like this, I believe, that we would need in order to get this up and running. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. No problem. We're going to do it through here. And we can start production of this. This is going to take a lot of concrete, a lot of everything, so this is going to take a lot of time. We're going to have a groundwork Murmansk work on this. We'll see how much pressure it's going to get concerning the other resources we have, but that's fine. One other things like I would like to explain here. This steel mill requires enormous amounts of infrastructure to have it fed. For example, iron, we can have and we will have outside iron connection through one of these railroads probably, where we're going to be delivering iron that we're already using. We're going to need electricity hoses. Connected to the refinery. It has 5 entrances here. I'm probably going to use one of them. Right, under high voltage, underwater, underwires. Yeah, should I try using those? I'm not really too enthusiastic about this, by the way. I'm fine, but just because I grew in a country that has overhead wires, and I live in one now, which both countries are third world countries, both Ireland and Croatia, so they are now third world countries. Ireland is a third world country with money. But all jokes aside, I like to make jokes about public transport and infrastructure in Ireland, which is appalling. But anyway, so we can start on this production, just finishing these railroads here, connecting it to existing grid. Voila, we have access to the steel mill with the resources. After that, we can continue constructing the rest of the supply infrastructure that we're gonna need here from the iron mines, and then the future coal mine. From there we're gonna have to have train and all that stuff. We can do this. This is just the point to show that we're gonna be building something that costs 13 million rubles, which is, well, we can build it like this, but it's probably still gonna take a year to finish if we buy it. 13 million rubles, and we're not gonna be using it to the full capacity. And this is also one of the things that, not only that, all the manpower, all the everything that is gonna be required for this is gonna be enormous. But let's take it step by step and see how it goes. In the meantime, I think I will go for, let's see. I think I'm gonna go for a list of things that we need to do. I actually see something here that Mr. Stotts mentioned, and yeah, this is going to be enough, but I didn't even want... I wanted this to be an end station. First of all, I'll address some of the issues that you guys brought up. For example, Mr. Bill, first things first. I missed a pipe for bitumen exporting harbor that it's assigned to somebody else, and not that is somebody who actually has resources to resolve this. Yes, so we require people here, and I expected the footpath to have people, wasn't it? Okay, and it doesn't? Okay, sure. I can check it real quickly. So let's see if the footpath... Oh. You are going there. Where are you going? Oh, this one needs to switch. Okay, right. So let's do like this. Let's remove these lights from here. So he's gonna pass, and he's gonna be able to pass. We need to treat this as one big intersection. Why the hell did this guy enter here? I know. So this is why he entered here. Right, let's remove this one so he's gonna be able to pass. The problem is we need to treat this as ongoing intersection, so whoever gets in here shouldn't get out. And where were the semaphores again? Here. Okay, so we're gonna do this and this. So these trains coming into this intersection shouldn't get into the intersection if they cannot pass through. Chain, why is this electrified? Why is he using these railroads here? He's supposed to be using this ones, I think. That's fine. This is gonna be resolved anyway. Right. Do we have a wrong one assigned here? Let's check. What do we have here? Romanian dumper trucks. What is this? No. Wait. Where are you going? Tunnel. Okay, they're building tunnel, but we do have... Footpath office does have buses, so they should be able to finish this. I think we didn't assign the wrong one over here. I think footpath buses should be able to resolve this. Anyway, this should be resolved now, so we're gonna work on this later. But let's see if this one goes on pass. Now this guy has a chance to go back. Will he? No, for some reason he's not gonna enter this intersection. That's fine. This is just a few seconds for them to finish construction of this these electricity hoses here. Wow, red light. Nobody cares. Okay, this one cares. Anyway, this is gonna be only a few seconds. Oh, and suddenly he got the green light. Actually, I think it was the whoa, that's blinking. No, I could have sworn I saw this blinking. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Mr. Bill, pushing the big construction machine to the front. Right, this is a good idea. So what I'm gonna do now, we have... Well, this is still treated as one big intersection. We are a bit busy here. Oh, right. Both of these construction offices are busy. So I'm gonna... let them finish. So, okay, the plan was to send one of these smaller machines all the way back here and have a bigger machine work on the front lines, because it's gonna be finishing construction faster. So you can see this one here. Oh, he's still working. Okay, he's still working here. No, leave him alone. We're gonna leave him alone, and I think there's only one construction left. Actually, two of them. Let him finish this, and then we're gonna transport him. But we will have something. We're gonna start on a new railroad infrastructure project here, and I have, bam, blow my mind mind how much we learned from this this project here. So what I'm gonna do now is create additional line going all the way here to our food supplies, which is gonna be interesting if we're gonna have to expand this. So this is gonna be tricky thing to implement. This is another thing I would like to talk about, but we might have to do it in the future. So this is a 10-ton food production, which some of you commented in a comment section that 10-ton food production is enough for around 25,000 people. So we're going to have to expand this. Okay, fine. We're going to expand this to accommodate, let's say, 100,000 people, which is going to be 40 tons of food. We will see what kind of mods we have. We're going to see the food production and all that stuff. But if you're going to work with something like that, we probably should have everything in place to accommodate that. So that means that we might have to expand this food production. Now let me real quickly, just because I'm really interested, see what we have. I think Mr. Stats had a bigger food production, maybe not, we'll see. This one is the 10-ton, that's the one we have, and this one is 30-ton. Okay, so we would be replacing probably food factory we have with this one. Now, can we just put it in here? I think we can. I think it has all the connections in the places that we need. We're probably gonna have to take a chunk out of this field over here, but that's what's been happening around here anyway for generations. So same food supply, same everything. It's just gonna be a bigger food factory that's gonna be producing 30 tons, which is gonna be... Maybe we can go for another one. It's not a problem now. We can set up this food thingy somewhere else. For example, not really here. I would like to set it up somewhere where maybe in the industrial areas here, when we remove all these steel industries when the steel mill is done. But anyway, this is the plan that I have for this area. We're gonna have big intersection of railroads here. We're gonna build this infrastructure all the way to this food supply, and potentially we're gonna have new food factories here. What the hell was I thinking with this then? Anyway, so this is just a future planning. Okay, one other thing is I would like to talk about, because we started already on the steel mill over there. I would like to see if we can start on some other projects around here. Because let's see, some of these roads are done with laying gravel. Wow. And nothing is assigned over here. Let's see what we can assign to that. So this is a road construction office. I think Mr. Stats told us that we have one of these roads assigned to a footpath office that can accommodate road construction vehicles, and I don't see it here. Oh, this one. I think it was this one. So I will be assigning the road construction to the office to this, just so they can bring the paver. But yeah, I'm not gonna unassign the footpath office just because all the materials are already there. But this one does require a footpath office, so I'm gonna leave it. Really? Nobody? Right. Continuing on, importing coal. This is a suggestion from Mr. Moore, and this is something that it's definitely going to be on the table. Import of coal through shipping. Producing or building ships doesn't seem to be a big problem for us now, especially when we resolve the steel supply issue. Okay, see how everything is going smoothly now? That's really nice to see. Electricity hoses built. This is all constructed. This is all fine and done. Dandy. That's perfect. I will just implement the signalization here. Let's see. Semaphores here, semaphores there, semaphores everywhere. So we need chain semaphore entering the intersection, which is here. Chain semaphore exiting the intersection, and then we're gonna have for the opposite direction, like this, like that. That's perfect. And we're gonna treat this as another intersection. Intersection, right? For now, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna. Actually, I would like to keep it. Let's keep it like this. In and there we go, like this. And then we have this one here. That I would like to resolve as well. So we're gonna have chain semaphores here, normal semaphores going out. That's fine. These are chain semaphores because they're actually entering the intersections on both sides. Now, I'm not sure if you have any. I'm not getting a lot of comments on the railroad infrastructure and how we should set this up. But what I was thinking about, if you have any suggestions or that you know for a fact if this case is going to work. So we treated this as two separate intersections, but connections in between intersections are the chained ones, which technically should prevent these trains from entering the intersection if they cannot clear all the way to the normal semaphores. So technically, a train going in here shouldn't enter the intersection if he's not going to be able to exit here. Now, is this faster, or is it faster for us just to treat this as one big intersection? Like I'm doing right now. I don't know. It seems like this should be faster because some of these trains will enter intersection before the intersection is cleared, just because they see that the collision is not going to happen. So I'm thinking that trains entering this kind of complex intersection like we have over here will move smoothly, even though it's a complex intersection and other trains are already populating this, well, as before mentioned, intersection. Just real quickly, just to fix these things, I'm gonna put chain. You know what? Yeah, this can potentially, we might have two trains manning this oil terminal loading facility there. So I'm gonna go just and put these. Oh, this one in this direction. This way and this way. Just set up this as it should be, so it can accommodate multiple trains. This can definitely accommodate multiple trains. I can set these guys up, but we are kind of risking it. We are kind of risking it if the trains are not going to be long enough, but I have my doubts that we're going to have trains long as this to the semaphores here. Okay. So what's happening? Around the country? Yeah, let's go and yes, the Mr. Joshua is he has a lot of opinion about stuff, and I really appreciate that, and you should share your opinion. But I think in a lot of segments it's wrong. We can't compare myself with, who was it? Exact Chaos. We're not playing the same map, and we started a little bit harder. And some of the things that I'm doing, it's stupid, and I'm learning and I'm experimenting. Pollution. I'm not a retard. I know that you shouldn't build. You know, the effects of pollution on people are devastating. But this was like, how devastating? You know, can we actually live in a polluted land? Which turns out we can, but it's definitely big no, and we shouldn't be doing that if we don't have. He was flying. I saw it spinning. Right. So it's a totally different story. I'm not copying anybody. I don't want to copy anybody. I want to experience all this stuff alone or with you guys. So in my perspective here, this is different guy. I'm definitely a different guy than Mr. Exact Chaos. This is my story. This is our story. This is how we are doing things, and we're gonna be doing things. And of course, I will take everybody's opinion in consideration. And thank you for this, everybody. Thank you for this. So it's really hard to compare people. You know, it's pears and apples if we're gonna go and give a simple answer, which is never a simple thing to do. Okay. Let's mention a couple of other things. Is it worth assigning both ground and construction office at the same time? Yes, this is what I discussed with also. Oh, they're actually doing this pretty fast. It's already like quarter of the groundwork kind of done because they're delivering all of this. How many? Oh, they have freaking 6 of them. That's fine. 6 excavators are already there. So this is going to be fast, this groundwork. But later it's going to be a little bit harder because when the people are needed to be delivered here. In order to have this steel mill working, we're going to have to continue building some other stuff as well. So I'm going to have to focus on finishing the railroad infrastructure, for example. Which is going to be these bad boys over here to finish the rest of the line over here. We are missing electricity hoses on one side, and we are missing well, let's assign it like this. I'm gonna just assign you to these 2 pieces. They should be able to access it on both sides. That's fine. Let them do the voodoo that they do so well. And here, electricity hoses, and we need to go and put electricity hoses on the other side. So let's see how this is gonna work. If we go here, this is already done, and then we have to go... Have I done this before the other one? Probably not. Oh, I can just put the hoses. Okay, that's nice. I thought I'm gonna have to build a bridge over this. Yeah, the bridge with electricity hoses, but no, you can do just electricity hoses, and it looks like it works the same. Until it doesn't, and probably gonna be disappointed because of this. So there we go. There we go. And let's stop here. So this in exchange is going to have to be electrified. And the second thing is we're going to have to continue this railroad construction. Now I hope that this... I hope that this is without electricity hoses, and it is. So that means that when they start building this, they're gonna be on top of this all the way. And we need to build it all the way to this train station at least. So I'm gonna start on constructing this train station as well, just because we're gonna need people in this steel mill. This is just an example. I'm saying my personal opinion is that this is it worth it? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Is it worth it having this big steel mill working on potentially only 10% capacity? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's gonna be enough steel to offset our exports. Maybe. Maybe not. But we're gonna start it anyway, because first of all, I'm interested in seeing this. Second of all, Mr. Joshua has a strong opinion about this. But yeah, definitely I'm interested in seeing how this is gonna work. I'm gonna go and set this one also for construction, because I don't see any objections happening here. What's happening over here? We have already some stuff ready to be constructed, but unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, we need... I have to say that this is progressing much faster than I expected. They're already like 10% done with the groundwork. Wow, okay, that's fast. I have to say that that's fast. I mean, I'm like, duh, how many vehicles are there? Flatbeds are here only to deliver the machinery, and the rest of them, look, everybody's gone. Everybody's working on this steel mill. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. A couple of things I wanted to focus on here. Some information I want to share with you guys. So this is also what Mr. Stott said, and this is big thing, at least it's for me. It's a big thing, for example, that how much kids can you expect per population. This is something I probably did a video on this without actually mentioning this data, because I wasn't even aware that this is an important thing, and it actually is. How much people you're gonna have, how much kids you can expect to have. So for example, if you build a city of, let's say, 2,000 people or 10,000 people, how many schools and kindergartens you can have, this information is really, really valuable. And we can actually quantify this, which was really surprising for me, because, well, I never thought of it. This is the main thing, and probably if I did, I wouldn't come to a good conclusion. But in this case, Mr. Stott said that 15% for a normal society, 25% for booming society is how many kids you can expect of your population. So if you have 1,000 people, you can expect 250 kids for both kindergarten, schools, and college. And for non-booming would be 15. That would be for 1,000 people, you would have 150. For non-booming population, we would have 150 kids, kindergartens, schools, and universities. And on the other hand, if it's a booming, that will be 25%. For 1,000 people, that will be 250. Why are we mentioning this? Because a school that we're building at the moment, obviously it's not going to be big enough, which is fine. I will still construct it, just because that there's no way we're going to have a school that can accommodate, I don't know, 1,000 kids or something, depending on how big the city is going to be, which I still don't know, because we're going to have to feed these mines here, and we're going to have to feed the steel mill. Yes, I know. I probably can do calculation on that as well. This is construction CO, and it's missing people and prefab panels here. Oh, surprise. So we're missing prefab panels. Shocked, I tell you. Anyway, we continue constructing the steel mill, railroad infrastructure for people who are going to work there. It can be all from from Murmansk. We're gonna finish constructing the rest of the, well, infrastructure. I just wanted to check one thing here. I did not assign this to any construction office, and I really need to if he's gonna continue constructing this. I'm gonna assume that the one of the segments that I told him to build is, yeah, he actually built one of them, and the second one is not built. There's an obvious reason for this. That's because they didn't, because I interrupted connection to that construction site, which I re-established now. The second train should be here. This is the only railroad construction that we have for this office, so I'm gonna give them the second one. The second one is going to be here, and that means he's gonna go and construct it all the way to this station, which is perfect. So I would like them to work on this. I would like them to work on this all the way there. Station hopefully is gonna be done. Rest of the stuff here hopefully it's gonna be done. And yeah, let's continue on. Railroad extension after the coal city. Yes, this is the thing I wanted to talk about as well. I didn't expect this to have any... I expected this to be an end, that this is a public transport system not even connected to the capital city. Why? Because I didn't expect capital city to be supplying workers to this industrial zone. Maybe use it as a public transport system if you're gonna send people to college or something, or for fun, for visual effect. But we can actually do it. We can actually do it, like as previously mentioned. I can do a railroad stuff here. How am I supposed to do this? I'm actually not sure. I think the best thing would be to have an overpass, railroad overpass over this railroad and this, and then connect it directly there to wherever our town center is going to be. We can always do it in wind it to the left and have multiple. Nah, it's not, doesn't. We don't have enough space here. Can we accommodate more railroads here? One and son of a right? Really? Really? Why are you bending so much? Okay, okay, that's it. We can't really accommodate more than one, so I'm not even gonna try. So the plan would be to have, let's say, railroad maybe up to here, maybe on the opposite direction. How many of those can you put here? Only one. What about here? It's gonna be probably again only one. Yeah, only one we can put on each side here. I was thinking of expanding the current infrastructure. Well, this is only planned. This is nothing constructed yet. We can do whatever we want with this railroad. This is just placeholder. We can do... I was thinking of going something to something like this, and then have the bridge. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is gonna be so much fun with these electricity hoses. Let's go 2 more up here, maybe 1 more. And then have something like this. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. Of course, you're gonna say there's only one. Where you're gonna put the second one? Yes, the second one is gonna be probably this one here. So interrupt this railroad and divert this one in this direction, and then put a new line on this side. I would just have to confirm that this line here is actually feasible in the whole length of this. Obviously, the road is just preventing you. This is easy because this road doesn't even have to be there. So we can expand this railroad in this direction. Of course, I'm gonna have to think about this bridge as well. So these 2 lines can be part of our public transport system that we're gonna implement here. So something like this. Perfect. And we can do it parallel to this one. Oh, doesn't like this one. Something like this. Of course, I won't be building this, and then we can lower this down. I'm not really sure what to think about this railroad. Usually, usually people would bend. Put it right next to the roads. I don't know if we should. What's your experience? Oh. Okay, so this is all the way down. Okay. What's your experience on this? Should we put the railroads next to the roads, or they should be independent somewhere in the middle of the city, separate from the main roads? It could be there, because the roads are usually used for blocking the... to attaching buildings that require road access for vehicles, and the railroads would be blocking them then, and it probably wouldn't be smart to put them right next to the railroads. Probably something like this would be a much better option, I think. Oh, power supply, darn it. What do we have here? This is gone. This needs to be... We probably have to have cars here as well for cleaning this for winter purposes. Let's get some of these Czechoslovakian ones. Okay, let's go for blue. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Let's have them in there. Electricity. Let's finally construct this real quickly. We need electricity for this. I'm not gonna play around with this. Let's just build it as soon as possible. So this needs to be built, fine, and then we need these things built. Let's just do it like this. Constructed this, and let's see if we can get... What do we need to be building this fast? What in the world we should be using to construct this? Okay, shut up. Right, let's go for helicopters and let them fly around a little bit. And oh, they don't have access to this. Fine. Let's go groundwork, and I'm gonna do a stupid thing, and I'm gonna get them both to at the same time. This is what we are not supposed to do, but I will forget this probably for next 2 episodes. So just for these purposes, it's probably gonna be much better for me to do it this way. But anyway, so this would be some kind of public transport system. Again, 100. Not really 100% sure, but I'm sure that we're not going to be using this. I'm not going to be using this capital city in order to supply people here. And now thinking about this, we can probably connect capital city directly to the industrial zone and have a separate route going there. We don't have to snake our way around here. So let me just show you how it would look like if we continue doing it like this. Let's just go all the way. Let's just even say probably gonna be more realistic like this. So something like this would be the public transport railroad that we would implement here if it would be functioning. For example, if you want the same train line, picking people here in the capital and then picking people here or whatever, and then have it delivered to the industrial zone. This is how it would look if we connect all the cities, which it's not ideal. I don't like it. It's a big bypass. Maybe it would be more efficient than having, well, this is the second option we can do. We can do the T intersection here, for example. I can do just a railroad going across the 1, 2, 3, having a railroad just going across the railroads over here, and then going all the way down, 1, 2, 3 down, and have it connected as a separate line to deliver workers. This would be much faster, saving some money, but it wouldn't look kind of as nice. It wouldn't be. We can have a T intersection. See here as what I was saying, and then have train sets delivering people to the same area, or we can even have a second train station that can deliver people here. Okay, so now continuing on with another thing. Right. More workers in Murmansk. Yes, this is the important part that Mr. Stas mentioned as well, that I shouldn't be populating whale tier, because we are not depending on whale tier anymore to supply us with workers for the, well, anything except the helicopter office. Most of Murmansk has a, let's call it a critical population, where it has enough people to have unemployment, so the bus stations are kind of full-ish, so we can supply our workers here. And if we continue supplying workers here, it will definitely speed up construction wherever workers are necessary. So populating Murmansk, finally it can live to its glory. 1,310 workers and 2,610 people altogether living here. So what can we do? We can take a note from here. Out of 1,300 people, what's the percentage of this? This is 30%. This is 30%, Mr. Stats. I hope you're watching this. This is 30% babies under, so it's more than 25%. And then with children here would be similar, maybe in the zone of 25%. I'm not sure how many are college educated, how many are going to college, and how many are going to high school, but it's almost double as this. So yeah, it's a good, really good statistics that you told us, Mr. Stats, and I really appreciate that. So that means that we can expect, well, you can see what we can expect out of 1,310 workers. that occupy apartments, we have around 30%. Is it 30%? Yeah, it is around 30, more than 30%. 10% would be 130, then 130, 130, that would be 400. 35% of population of this town is children. Now, bear in mind that a lot of these unemployed, a lot of these are actually kindergarten kids, which not a lot of our people have access to kindergartens, and this is not even running on capacity. This is interesting. So, wow, okay. So kindergarten is not an issue here. That's that comes as a surprise, because I would expect them to. Of course, kindergarten is an issue here, and guess what? We're gonna start on a kindergarten here. Kindergarten real quickly. Let's go for a big one if it fits. I think the big one wouldn't look nice over here. Maybe we can build it outside of the loop. Maybe. Or should I go just for a smaller one and then... This is a medium-sized kindergarten. It's too close to the building. What a smaller thing we have. 10 people, 100... This is smaller. Okay, this looks more in place here. So I think... I know that the bigger one would be better. That's what she said. But we can't... It's gonna look horrible if I place it there. So I think I'm gonna go in this case just to be pretty. Just pretty. Probably should build a future expansion of the footpath here, maybe even plan what I'm gonna build on this side. I would probably go for population, more buildings here, so we can increase population of the city over there. What's with this? Okay, so we are missing college educated people. We have enough of these. So let me increase this a little bit more so we can... Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Nothing. Forget I said anything. Is this assigned? No. Looks like the station interrupted construction of the rest of the infrastructure. So let's go for additional, assign it one more time here. So finally he has... assign this as well. Okay, so this is this should resolve the construction of the railroad all the way, and then we're gonna have to build this one as well. But yeah, steel mill is progressing. Wow. Okay, I think it was around 1,000 tons or 800 tons of concrete. Now we require only 310. Okay, this is progressing pretty fast. I didn't expect this to be done so fast. That's fine, that's fine. I'm just gonna continue planning the infrastructure that we have for now. So obviously railroads are going to be delivering coal and iron here. Iron shouldn't be a big problem. The only problem we're going to have here is the how to minimalize our this infrastructure so we leave enough space for the actual proper infrastructure we're going to have after the iron mine is done. And wow, look at this. Symphony. This is how the Soviet Republic works. Symphony of the cranes, which sounds like Irish melodrama, but hey, Symphony of the Cranes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, rest of the infrastructure. Yeah, I was planning on something like this. I showed you in the last episode what I saw this. Let's finish a couple of other things. Sputnik Cinema, Rob's. I subscribed on many more Mr. Rob's mods, which includes restaurants as well. We have some pubs that I wasn't subscribed. How come? I'm the biggest fan of Mr. Rob's, definitely. I'm gonna argue. I'm definitely gonna stand my ground there if you think that I'm not. But Mr. Rob's has a lot of really, really nice buildings, and I think there's a couple of shops that I subscribed to now. We have a couple of cinemas. In this case, would be... yeah, we have a library. That's a new one from this mod Monday. This is something I'm going to be using as well. We want our people to be educated. The cinema. This is a different type of cinema. It's not the same, the one we're building here, which we're going to stick to building. We're going to go for... Okay, you can see that most of our buildings are, well, some of them, well, one of them is already ready to be constructed. So I might, we'll wait for a second. I'm thinking how we can, what I can do here. Let's see all the roads, footpaths we can build here. So let's build one like this. Is this going to be weird? Maybe. Not so much. Not so much. Not bad, not bad. Something like this. Okay, I was thinking I'm gonna keep it feng shui on this side and then a little bit of this one here and then connect it like this. Okay, this looks like something I would like to have, and then try to connect these guys in one connection. I'm definitely thinking that I should have a footpath office right here, right there. Because I want to keep it on automation so that it can be automatically constructed, so I don't have to be bothered by that. Maybe I should. You know what? Let's go for it. Footpath office. What did we say footpath office needs? It needs workers. Let's go for... I'm gonna keep these bulldozers, by the way, and on all that stuff. It needs workers. It needs... Oh, come on. It needs gravel. Gravel. This is gravel. Yeah. Yeah, gravel. Concrete, no, but asphalt, because we use it for something else. That's fine. Right. And I'm gonna tell them to construct auto search, but pause. Don't assign any constructions to yourself except footpaths, which are here. There we go. And now you can build all the footpaths you want. Okay, they're gonna need dumper trucks, then I'm gonna need buses. How many spaces do we have? We have only 6 spaces, that's fine. I'm gonna go for dumper trucks. Which ones? Smaller ones, 3 tons. Fast ones, 80 kilometers per hour. Do we have faster? Here we go. Polish, yes, Polish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then couple of buses. We're gonna go for good old Hey Sloveni, here's the živi. Yugoslavia mods. Do we have them? Yes, we do. Perfect. The similar color scheme. That's it. There we go. And off you go. You guys can start working on footpaths. Let me see. How many did you assign? Crap load. Okay. That's not it. As soon as I press that, they already assigned crap load of stuff. Okay, road. But they might be needed for roads, right? For people finishing the roads. Maybe. I already have some of them assigned. That's fine. That's fine. Let them. This is gonna be called. What do we need here? This one needs prefab panels. That's fine. How are you gonna call this? Capital footpath, or footpath capital. Footpath capital sounds like a horrible trading agency, like Wall Street company. Capital footpath. Yeah, let's start with C. It's a little bit. We can check what he's assigned to. Okay, so this one here, I'm gonna tell them capital footpath go away. He said he's assigned here. Capital footpath go away. He's not going to be assigned again because we turned off auto search. At least we turned off auto search for everything except the. And here, footpath, capital footpath, go away. We have the. Ooh, this is actually where he's supposed to be as well, because we need people here. I can give you that. I can give you that. And he's automatically going to be building the rest of the footpaths here. Buildings, I'll wait for the steel mill ground phase to be done, which is potentially even gonna be in this episode. Who knows? Who knows? But look at this thing happening here. This is probably a time-lapse thing that I should have recorded. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I know those time-lapses are really beautiful videos when you have time-lapse videos, you know. Ooh, look at this. They're progressing quite nice. Oh, he started on a bridge. What is this? What material is this? This looks like a stone pillars or something. I have no idea, but it's definitely, it looks like a base of a bridge, like these. But what is that? That's a prefab panels, yes, but they look weird. They look like stone slabs or something. It looks weird. It looks weird, but that's fine. Not up to me. Not up to me. Let them do the voodoo that they do so well. What the hell is this? Okay, I'm hoping that he's not doing something stupid here. Now seems like he's registering this as electrical components and mechanical okay. Sure. I was like, you're not installing the wooden beams there or something. Hopefully not. Okay, that's it. Okay, these helicopters stopped for some reason. They stopped. And unfortunately, we don't have... do you have any buses coming in here? No. Oh, wait. No, these are leaving. Icarus. There we go. There's a couple of buses coming in. That's fine. They delivered everything and electricity hoses are here. They just need to... well, power supply. That's fine. That should be it. Okay, I forgot, I still didn't do, like, we're gonna do the simple infrastructure here. This is gonna be extremely simple infrastructure, which I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to... This is gonna be like a skeleton mode of this factory. The problem is, I don't exactly know which of these railroads is supposed to be delivery of the materials. I think here is the iron, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do stupid thing in the beginning. And I'm gonna assign like something like this. Let's go for number 2. Let's go for number 1. There we go. Something like this. This is just extremely simple connection here. You can see that I'm gonna have to build an exchanger around here. And somebody... well, these railroads don't need to be finished, but we need to electrify these railroads. So I would like to finish constructing these first and then electrifying it, but we're gonna have to have exchangers as well. Now, exchangers, everything needs to be connected to everything, so probably the best thing to do is... let's go like this. Everything connected to everything. So this one needs to go in this direction. And then this one needs to go... You know what? Let me finish this first, and then I will connect it elsewhere. So this is a basic setup where we're gonna have our trains delivering just the basic stuff, because I don't expect this steel mill to work more than 10%. Actually, I still didn't check what is the productivity of this steel mill. Factory. I probably did. I just forgot for some reason. Here we go. 165 tons of steel a day. Well, even the 10% would be 4 times more than we are producing right now. So definitely a positive thing here. But still, I'm not sure. 40 tons of coal, though. That's sorry, 16 tons of coal. That's quite. I don't know how this is gonna work. Obviously coal, 16 tons of coal is not going to be a problem, but electricity and iron is going to be a big problem. So we're just going to direct that train, or maybe get another iron train that's going to be delivering steel here, and see how it works. If it starts working, fine, perfect. We are producing steel. The thing that I said that I forgot was that I'm supposed to be connecting... You know what I'm gonna do? I might do a stupid thing right now, just to make it look nice. Let me see this. There's not much stuff using electricity there, so okay. Let's do stupid thing. Plonk, no electricity, my bad. I'm doing this for one reason, just to make it look nice. I'm gonna go and build a power transformer 4-way one over here. And I'm doing this just because I think it's gonna make it look nicer. So let's go and build this one over here. And then let's have the electricity hoses reconnected here and here, and let's construct this. And who we gonna employ? Who we gonna call? Cheating helicopters, because they can construct this much faster than anybody else. What? Doesn't have any landing point. Right. I doubt it. Okay, that's fine. Groundwork can do this, and then we can have... yeah, let's just do bit by bit. It's fine. There's not a lot of things, not a lot of infrastructure needs to be like, not a lot of stuff to do here. So okay, this would be the second one. There we go. This is why I interrupted this, so we can have high voltage power cables going to this station here. And then should I think about the power plant that's gonna probably have to be here? Why the hell not? Thinking about a power plant wouldn't be the worst thing. And actually, I think I have an idea. Let me see the production. They said 1000 megawatts is needed here. So how much is that? Do we have power plant here? I think... Well, this is Mr. Whoa. This is Mr. Robs's power plant, and this has... Okay, this seems like Topros and him, Mr. Topros and Mr... Oh, this is interesting. Does it have conveyor belt? It has crap load of conveyor belts going in. So we can actually do something like this. We can build this power plant in range over here. This is a different power plant than vanilla, but let's see how much it produces. This is 1050. Okay, now this is spooky. How much this one produces? 1400. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, that Mr. Topros' steel mill requires 1080. Doesn't matter. This is interesting. This is gonna be really interesting. Yes, I think we have a power plant as well planned here. We will have some kind of supply of coal for them and all that good stuff. Who cares, you know? But just so you guys know that we're not gonna leave it hanging there. So something like this, I was thinking, maybe can we turn this around in this direction so we can use medium voltage cables for city supply? No, medium voltage cables are definitely not going for city supply. This power plant here is gonna be using is gonna be sending most of its electricity to the but wait a minute, I can have it like this. This, I have a feeling that they're like this. It's interesting, interesting. And then we can have coal storage. How much do you use coal-wise? 18 tons of coal. Aggregate storage import is 500 tons. That sounds a little bit high. That's fine. Okay, okay. So that means that we don't need any external storage. We can have it for safety. Sure, sure. What kind of unloading cargo stations we have? Coal unloading, for example. This is cargo station. Okay, so this is one of gravel. Okay, that's loading. Loading, unloading. Truck aggregate. No. We need a train unloading station. So let's see what we have here. We have train aggregate unloading for coal. This is a small one. This is, I think this is, I don't miss, yeah, this is Mr. Topper's small one. Probably we wouldn't, it wouldn't look nice if we tried to unload like something like 10 trucks of 10 wagons of coal through this. I'm gonna try to put something a little bit more realistic, something longer. Ooh, this is interesting. I think these guys will be quite interesting. Let's see. Okay, no. They're short. Coal. Any nice coal? Do you guys know any nice coal unloading? But I would like it to have like long rail access to it. Maybe I'm gonna have to bite a bullet here, but you know, you see how specific we are, and then sometimes people like Mr. Toprus come with some genius, well, really good ideas. Ooh, what the hell is this? Train platform. Oh. Ah, but it's only 3. I thought it was like bigger. Okay. Railway dead end. No. So there's something like. Let me know what you think about this. Yeah, I can definitely go for something like this. Well, obviously not that one, but something like this. I'm fine with this, and then have a train. It doesn't even have to wait there. I can tell them to just circulate and put a pressure on our railroad system, and also I can leave it a little bit more space just in case if we decide to expand. This, we can, if we decide to expand the storage, for example, I can build a big storage instead of this road. Well, big storage. It doesn't really have to have a big storage. It already has a huge internal storage. So something like this, for example, the delivering coal, 500 tons of coal there, and that's like freaking 20 days supply or something. And if train doesn't come, coal doesn't come in 20 days, that's I would be shocked. Oh, electricity hoses, let's build those. And probably I should build, how much is that? That's a lot of electricity. I understand they will get this electricity through these cables, but it would be nice to see it connected also. Okay, these two look like they're at least the most feng shui. I know they're gonna get the magic transfer of electricity because they're close by. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. I'm actually quite excited about it, but bear in mind that this power plant over here is just solely built for supplying electricity to this steel mill. That's it, nothing else. Okay. What do we have here? This is the one that is not assigned to anywhere. Groundwork is done. Let's go for construction office. Construction office Murmansk needs to deliver all the materials and people. That's fine. And what's with this one? Helicopter office needs to deliver stuff. Shocking. Okay, okay. Roads, we have a couple of them done at the moment. So grocery store, we can start on... What? Go away. Okay, let's redo this capital footpath. Let's see what the hell are you doing. Footpath. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Three, go away. Small store. No. Stop doing that. This road, I think you can stay there. You don't even have to... Yeah, you can stay there. You can deliver the materials needed to finish construction. That's fine. People needed. So we only need people delivered here. That's fine. They should be doing that. And yet they're not. Why are you not delivering people to finish this? Is there anything happening here? We have people. And you're assigned to that. That's fine, that's fine. I think there's a second footpath office as well. No, it's... Wait, did I miss something? No, that's... Okay. I'm missing something. I missed something. Is this one, right? Yeah. Capital Road, okay. Let's remove footpath. Even though they only require people. No, let's add the second footpath. Foot Murmansk office here. They'll know what to do. Okay, there you go. I don't know who's happy, who's not with the decision we made today, but decision has been made. And this is what we're gonna stick to. They finished this. What about this? Okay, it's still assigned to a construction office. Perfect. They're gonna be constructing the crap out of this. Hopefully they're gonna go all the way and construct... Ooh, so the all the way, I didn't assign all the way. Let's, because they're on fire right now, I'm just gonna tell them to go and electrify all of this, just because he might have enough resources to do the whole stretch, so he wouldn't have to do it in the future. So go and do what you do best. Listen to that sound. Perfect. Oh, looks awesome. Sounds awesome. Okay, so he's doing something wrong now. No, you're not. Okay. This one, what did I do? I think he's gonna resolve this on its own, but this is what you're supposed to do, and this is the vehicle, and that's you. Yeah, and you need to continue building. Oh, I know. This is the problem. The problem is that they need to have semaphores separating them. I'm looking at the time right now. We're doing fine. Semaphores separating them. There we go. We're gonna have to change these semaphores later, but this is the problem. Okay, so now he's just gonna get all green. Remove this question mark. I order the... Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely stunning. The only thing I'm not even worried about this, but this is gonna be tricky. No, not tricky. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Everything's gonna be fine. What is the last thing here, what I would like to do, and this seems like something that I'm gonna get a hang of. I'm gonna understand this much better now, or I think I have better understanding of the railroads, how it works. First of all, I probably shouldn't be just building it like this, you know, over the existing roads. I probably should plan for some overpasses, underpasses, whatever passes. And I will remove some of these semaphores from here and give you another construction from here. Let's see if we can build this railroad while it's fully in operation from both sides. And then we have to have... I want to incentivize trains as little as possible to use these loops that I'm going to build now. But what I need to do now is have this train have a loop like this. Too steep incline. That's not nice. Come on. Come on. Nothing? Really? I can do it here, it's not a problem, but ooh, he actually likes it here. That's fine with me. I think even longer might be... No. I think this is going to be a little bit tricky. I need to build a loop so they can turn around. I can even do a loop from here. It's not a problem, but it's still going to have to be in this. Okay, I expected this to be a little bit less challenging, so I wanted to do this real quickly. But we might have a little bit of a problem with this. Let's try bit by bit. No, I won't, but I will do this in the next episode. I will leave it now as it is. We're going to be focusing on this railroad. Now, this railroad here is going to have two branches. One of them is going to be coal loading. Whatever little coal we are piling up over here, it's ever so intensively diminishing amount of coal. This is the problem, like I said before. And then the most important thing is going to be the food industries, that we're going to have a food train going directly from the factories, which is going to make a lot of trucks obsolete. So it's going to lower the amount of traffic we have. But fine, let's leave it here and say I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know. Oh, I forgot to mention about oil field and this kind of stuff. I'll mention it in the future real quickly. I'm both pro and against expanding the oil field. Why? Having a little bit more money, it kind of takes away from the challenge, because you can then suddenly just import a crap lot of steel. Of course, this is a YouTube channel and we have to do interesting stuff because we don't want to shovel gravel all day long. So we have to do steel imports and stuff like that. And on the other hand, to defend Mr. Stats' point here, is having more money is actually not a bad idea, because when you have more money, you're gonna have more problems, you know, as the song goes. But no, like the late game problems arises. For example, you're still one little train or rush hour away from half of your population dying. I noticed that when I had 200,000 people and coal supply to a heating plant that caused a disaster where 40,000 people died in one winter and this kind of stuff. So even the late game, when you have a lot of money, you still can have a lot of issues there. And I'm gonna still try to resolve our problems with as less as possible and the most entertaining ways. For example, for coal, if you have coal shortage, I'm really hoping to get this coal harbor finished for imports and exports, so we're gonna use it both ways. And I think I have a really nice plan how this is gonna look like. Unfortunately, we didn't touch on this subject in this episode, but definitely in the next one. I'm gonna leave it here now, guys, and say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and happy Tuesday. See you in the next one. Bye bye.